Let's go live back to the opposition leader's office, and you see there Sussan Ley and Julian Lisa meeting with one of the survivors of October 7. Let's have a listen in.
I've heard something of what you've experienced in the loss of your sister.
Thank you so much.
One small window into a huge heartbreak, isn't it?
Well, if there's a few open ears here to hear what I came for, then I've done my bit. Yeah. Absolutely.
Shall we sit down?
Yes, please. Whereabouts?
I think you might be. Or maybe.
You sit there, Jenny. I'll sit.
Sussan, I was telling Danny that you and I were in Nahal. I was a year before the terrorist attacks and so on, so we have a sense of how close this all really is to the borders.
It's only 3-4 kilometres from there.
Yeah, we're
Just
very close
about.
to where you are.
Yes, I mean, you remember so much of these visits, don't you? But I just remember the caterpillar that was at the playground at Sderot that the children all know when the warning goes, they run into the caterpillar.
Yeah, that morning, people, you ask any Israeli what he remembers for the morning, it's that pickup truck with a tourist that entered Sderot at 7 o'clock in the morning. That was the most famous photo at the time. 7 o'clock, they were in Sderot on a pickup truck and start shooting everyone around. Same as on my kibbutz, even before 7. So, yeah, I feel really lucky. I don't know if you know anything about my story, but do you know the name Carmel Gat?
No.
She came to visit her parents on the kibbutz. She wasn't living on the kibbutz, and I was on my bike ride just to go on my bike ride like I do every Saturday morning, and there was the rocket attack of 6:30, and I stopped in one of the intersections there, and she was there, and later on she was kidnapped about 11 o'clock, and exactly a year ago she was executed in the tunnels with another 5 other hostages. She was very famous for that. There was the American guy, Hirsch Goldberg.
Yes.
She was one of them, Carmel Gat. But anyway, we kept talking for about 15, 20 minutes or so, and then we parted. She wanted to go on a jog, and I wanted to keep going on my bike. And just about probably 100 yards before the gate of the kibbutz, there's another rocket attack, another alarm, and I decided to just, turn around and go back to my place. But little I knew that about 150 meters from there, the Hamas already took over the gate of the kibbutz and executed everyone that went by there. So I was very lucky to be alive, and there were another 2 incidents that they went by my house and they didn't bother to go into my house. So I survived. My sister wasn't as lucky. She was murdered about 12:30 lunchtime. I spoke to her 20 minutes before. And but yeah, I'm talking on behalf of all of the 1,200 murders and 900 soldiers that killed in the war. But I don't want to bring it up now because there's dead people from the other side. War is war. We don't want wars. None of us want war. And if I just may, I want to really ask the Australian government and the PM to take a more active part in trying to solve this huge conflict with the Hamas and Israel and the PA. I don't feel like the Prime Minister is involved enough, and I think Israel and Australia should be allies again, like we used to be at the past. And I think that everyone needs to understand that the Hamas is really the thorn in our finger. Without the Hamas, we'll have a prosperous Middle East. I'm definitely sure about that, Julia. Absolutely. So we need action. We need action now. Thank God Mr. Trump is doing it. I don't always go by his ways, but if it will help bring the 48 hostages back home, I'll back him any day.
Are you feeling, obviously, great trepidation with the US brokered almost peace? Let's be optimistic, but do you feel we can get there?
I want to say yes, Senator. I want to say yes. Unfortunately, since I know how the Middle East goes, and in order to speak to someone from an Arab country, you need to know Arabic. And if you get what I'm heading towards, you need to speak in their language, and they understand evil and power. And I mean, who goes into your place and just kills you on a Saturday morning?
Yeah.
And it's 102 of my community members, not only my sister, there's more. It's bad news, but I think, and I'm sure, that we can make a better Middle East. But we need, first of all, Australia to be on board. It's a great ally. There's a great Jewish community here in Australia that felt a bit left alone at the moment.
And is feeling more anxious every day.
Absolutely.
As Julian is very much in touch and has introduced me to so many across the country. And of course, in my own part of Australia, we all have friends, we all have connections. But it's very confronting when people say to you, here in this country, as a Member of Parliament, I would feel more safe if I went back to Israel than I do on the streets of Sydney or Melbourne. And that is a horrific situation, and one that we should never find ourselves in. But somehow we have. And while, it's a day for a level of bipartisanship, we are not going to take a backward step in insisting that the Prime Minister show the leadership that he is obliged to do as the leader of this country. It was, after all, a Labor Prime Minister that brought that first UN vote. There's a great tradition. A great tradition of bipartisanship of this country being the first to sign in 1947 for the State of Israel.
Absolutely.
And welcoming Jewish people to Australia.